there YouTube, this is Vargas XX78 with another collection pickup video. Just wanted to share with you guys the comic books that were waiting for me for these last 5 weeks. Not really that much to talk about, some really good reading though, but some comic book series are ending and I'm cutting down on others, so there's not that many books that come out each month. That's why this time I left 5 weeks pass by. And even then, there's not that many books, but I'm going to talk about some things as I go along. So, first off, we have Amazing Spider-Man, issue 15. This is the end of the Spider-Verse. This is the epilogue for the Spider-Verse event, where they're sending all the different Spider-Man to their proper times. The only people that there's a couple of Spider people that don't have a universe to go back to. They also resolved the Doc Ock thing, where they send Dr. Octopus back into the past, but he doesn't have memories of what happened, so they explain how that actually came about. But he did leave, Spidey Ock left a program that he developed to be awakened in 100 days, so it's going to be interesting to see how that comes into play. But all in all, it was a good, interesting event, and it was a good resolution, I think. Then we have Amazing Spider-Man issue 16, where Peter Parker is trying to get back into the swing of things, dealing with problems at Parker Industries. And they also came out with one of those crazy 16.1 things. In this one, there's a gang war developing. The Black Cat and all the other criminals are trying to, I guess, form their empire after the fall of the Green Goblin, and now that there's no Kingpin. So yeah, there's a gang war coming. It's been a while since Spider-Man was involved in that, but it's apparently going to be a big one. So we'll see how that works and how that's going to tie into that whole Secret Wars thing. Speaking of which, we have Avengers issue 42. This series is going to end in 2 more issues, I think. But in this one, a whole bunch of intergalactic species come together to take the fight to Earth, which seems very similar to what happened in Infinity. But you have the Shi'ar, the Annihilus wave, the Kree, the Skrulls. The Brood going after Earth. So it's building up to something big, obviously, and it's going to be interesting how they tie everything up and then segue into Secret Wars. But that's one of the issues that's one of the series that I'm not going to renew when after Secret Wars, because Marvel already promised a brand new exciting team of Avengers. But I'm honestly, I only stuck with Avengers because of Hickman. I like his writing, but I think I'm done with Avengers. I don't think I'm going to pick up the new Avengers series. Picked up Batman issue 39, continuing the excellent Joker story. And in this one, Batman is... and big things happen in this one. The Joker goes into the Batcave, chops off Alfred's hand, and then hijacks all of the stuff from the cave, the Batcave. And is doing this big parade thing, and Batman, in an act of desperation, goes to the rest of the superpowered criminals, saying that you don't want to lose Gotham to the Joker, so basically we have to team up to take him down. But even that seems to be part of the Joker's plan. So everything's going to end with issue 40, and I'm really, really excited to see how this storyline comes to a close. Speaking of Batman, I read online that after Endgame, they're going to introduce a new Batman. Apparently something big is going to happen at the end of Endgame, where there's this new Batman. But honestly, the look of that Batman looks pretty ridiculous. It's like this armored thing that has like antennas for bat ears, and it looks ridiculous. It honestly looks really ridiculous. If it was a design more like the Kingdom Come Batsuit, I would be a little okay with that. But this thing is blue and it has like cop car sirens. Honestly, it really does look pretty ridiculous, and I'm worried about. I'm worried for Batman. That I am not looking forward to that at all. Um, Picked up Batman and Robin issue 39. Damian Wayne still has superpowers. So he goes out and takes down all the criminals, warning them that he's the new big bad in town, and that if they don't stay in line, he's gonna send them off to space, because that's what he does. But in this issue, his powers seem to be fluctuating. He loses his super strength for a bit there. So Batman tries to teach him responsibility with superpowers by taking him to the Watchtower to meet up with Batman and Shazam, which makes sense because Shazam is basically a kid that has superpowers. So yeah, that's interesting. Next issue is issue 40. I don't know if that's going to be the last issue, because I also read online that they're going to cancel Batman and Robin and launch a Robin solo book. So I guess I'm done with Batman and Robin, unfortunately. Because I like, again, the character of Damian Wayne. I like that he's back in the land of the living. I am curious to see how they, treat his superpoweredness. But the thing I like most is his interaction with Batman. I love his interaction with Dick Grayson. I like his interaction with Bruce Wayne. But now that they're gonna send him in on a solo book, I don't know if I'm interested in picking that up. Picked up issue 2 of Return of the Living Deadpool, an amazing sequel to Night of the Living Deadpool. A Deadpool is taking out the zombie Deadpool things that came about in the first issue, and this is a really, really bloody, really creepy series. It has a really disturbing scene where the Deadpools are turning people into zombies, so that the zombies turn into Deadpools. Because I guess it doesn't work if regular people turn into Deadpools. Really, really messed up stuff, but I love it. Picked up Justice League 39. This is the Harley Quinn variant, and this is the end of the Amazo virus storyline, where the Justice League determined that the way to stop the Amazo virus is with cold. So Captain Cold and Superman used their freeze breath and freeze ray to basically put a stop to the Amazo virus. But they cure everyone. They're able to cure everyone except Patient Zero, who becomes Amazo. So really creepy storyline, really great. At the end of the issue, Hal Jordan comes back to Earth, and issue 40, I think, is the prelude to the Darkseid Anti-Monitor War. So that's going to be pretty awesome. Picked up Simpsons Comics, issue 218, with a great parody of Guardians of the Galaxy on the cover. Basically, it's a couple of stories that has comic book guy sleeping, and he's dreaming of the Simpsons in all these alternate comic book takes. Great issue. I really, really like this one a lot. Also picked up Simpsons Comics 219. It has Homer become the star of a TV show. Not as good as the last one, but still, it's The Simpsons. I love The Simpsons. Not the same thing, but I read online also that Sonic is gonna do another crossover with Mega Man, but it's gonna be called Worlds Unite. And that one sounds really interesting because not only is it the Sonic team teaming up with the Mega Man team, but it's going to be the Sega universe teaming up with the Capcom universe. So you're going to have Sonic and Mega Man interact with Ryu and interact with Darkstalkers, interact with Skies of Arcadia, interact with Nights into Dreams. It sounds really epic. I don't know how long that's going to go, but I really like the last Mega Man Sonic crossover, so I'm definitely going to pick up that one, because that sounds, and it looks like it's going to be even bigger. So looking forward to that Sonic Mega Man crossover. Picked up issue 3 of Star Wars. Really digging the Star Wars line from Marvel. They resolved that their great escape trying to take down a power core. Luke saves the day, realizes that he's no match for Vader. Vader has an inkling that maybe Luke Skywalker is more than he seems. Love the interaction with the characters. Love the artwork. It's really good. It's way better than I thought it could possibly be. So definitely Star Wars is staying on my pull list. Another one that's amazing is Darth Vader. The writing is good, but the artwork by LaRocca is amazing. His Vader is actually a lot cooler than Cassaday's Vader. I like his artwork in general, but Vader in this book looks amazing. Really, really cool. It's an interesting look at Vader, how he's falling from favor with the Emperor, and the Emperor has schemes against Vader, so Vader has to do counter schemes to basically save his ass. Great story. I'm really digging this one also. There's a miniseries with Princess Leia, but honestly, I didn't pick that one up. I got nothing against Princess Leia, but I just prefer Vader more. I don't know what other miniseries they're gonna come out with, but if they do a Boba Fett one, I'll also pick up that one. Picked up Superman 39. After last issue, Superman became powerless. So this is a life in one day in the life of a powerless Superman, and how he deals with that. Which honestly, he deals with like any other thing. There's this hostage situation with Superman, and Superman, without any powers, just walks to the guy and says, "You know who I am. You know what I do. You might as well just give up." And if the guy would have shot him, it would have seriously hurt him. But people know what Superman is, what he's capable of, so it makes sense that he would have quit. Picked up Swamp Thing, the last issue of Swamp Thing, issue 40. The last battle with the Machine Queen and the Rot. And it's a good issue. I'm really sad to see this series go. I don't know what they're gonna do with Swamp Thing next. Honestly, I'm gonna miss this. I'm not thinking of picking up any of the Convergence miniseries until I read that they're gonna do a Swamp Thing one. So I might pick up that one. But a big thing, Swamp Thing releases all the avatars, all the previous avatars that he had trapped, including this weird one that I don't know what the heck he is. But all the avatars, and he takes the fight to the Machine Queen and eventually defeats her. But also there's this weird interaction with a being from a book. It's really weird, but so awesome, and that single thing leaves a door open for a lot of possibilities. And at the end of the issue, Swamp Thing is reading Gael Garcia's 100 Years of Solitude, which I thought was really cool. Great series again. Big shame that this thing is ending, but at least it ended on a high note, and I so love this issue and the whole run in general. Picked up Amazing X-Men issue 17. I don't know what the future is in store for Amazing X-Men. I don't know if they're canceling it or if they're going to go, continue it. I haven't read anything about them continuing Amazing X-Men, but this is the Juggernaut quest for the Crimson Stone of Sidorak, and everyone's fighting to get the stone. And at the end of the issue, the Living Monolith gets it. So the Living Monolith is this thing that absorbs cosmic energy, kind of like Havoc. But he grows to ginormous size when he gets the Stone of Sidorak. So there's a giant Godzilla-sized Juggernaut. So yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do that. How they're gonna stop something like that, but. I'm hoping that Kane Marco gets the powers again, because they've been playing with Kane Marco being a good guy, and that's put him at odds with Juggernaut, but with Sidorak. But Kane Marco now wants revenge for the death of Xavier, and it would be interesting to see, Kane Marco go after Cyclops. So yeah, again, I don't know what's going to happen with Amazing X-Men, but this is an interesting story, and I'm glad to see them bringing back the Juggernaut. Picked up Uncanny X-Men issue 31. It doesn't have Cyclops and Havoc fighting there, but it is the end of the super powerful mutant storyline. Basically what happens is that the mutant who can time travel, I forget her name, goes back in time to retrieve Xavier. So he goes into the future, sees that things aren't working the way that there's nothing that he can really do. So they go back in time, and Xavier telepathically prevents this super mutant's parents from meeting. So basically, they alter time in a way that he isn't born. So everything gets resetted. Xavier's still dead. The last will and testament of Charles Xavier still happens, but everything that happened with that super powerful mutant didn't happen. So Cyclops is still alive. Emma Frost is still alive. Magic is still alive. It's just that he never existed. So I guess that's interesting, but at the same time, kind of a cop out, which is usually what happens with time travel stories. But by the end of the issue, Charles Xavier leaves everything to Cyclops. He leaves everything to Cyclops, and Cyclops, after seeing what that super powerful mutant did, the time traveling chick, that she altered time, because she tells him that he altered time, and if Cyclops doesn't get his act together, she's gonna do the same to him. So when he finds out that Xavier left the school to him, he leaves everything back to Storm. And he closes down his own school and leaves all of his mutants with Storm. So, again, I don't know what the future holds for Uncanny X-Men, but it also has one more issue, next issue, focusing on Cyclops. So, I don't know what's going to happen with that, with the whole Secret Wars thing. Picked up Witchblade 181, which tells the tale of the death of Jackie Estacado. Witchblade does indeed kill Jackie Estacado, but by the end of the issue, Hope, a darkness created Hope, is still alive, and so is Jenny, but it's been revealed that Jenny becomes the Angelus, so I guess Hope is going to turn into the darkness somehow, and become a villain for Witchblade. Because there has to be a balance. You can't have light without dark, so I'm guessing Jenny is going to be the Angelus, and Hope is going to be the darkness. But the artwork, not a big fan of the artwork in this issue, but we'll see what that brings about for Witchblade. And the last issue I picked up is another Harley Quinn variant of Wonder Woman 39. This doesn't happen. Harley Quinn does not become the new Wonder Woman. But Donna Troy, who's apparently now evil, Donna Troy wants to take command of the Amazon, so by the end of this issue, she's going to have a fight with Donna Troy. So I'm looking forward to that too. It's interesting to see what they're doing with Donna Troy, the only character from the old universe that hasn't appeared. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe she'll stay as the queen of the Amazons, and Wonder Woman will be exiled, but she's still the god of war. So it's going to be interesting. On that note, I did also read online, other than the Batman change, they're also going to change Superman. They're going to give him back that stupid Levi's and T-shirt costume, but with a buzz cut. Another ridiculous. I really, really hate that stupid costume where he's just wearing like a pair of pants and a Superman T-shirt. I'm not against the buzz cut, but I just freaking hate that costume. And Wonder Woman, they're going to give her a new costume with pants and like swords that come out of her wrists. That one doesn't look that bad, but I really, really am worried for the DC Universe after Convergence. Because I'm not a fan of that Batman costume. That Batman costume honestly looks like crap. The Superman new costume looks ridiculous, and Wonder Woman's doesn't look that bad, but they're really going to change the status quo for all those three characters, and it looks like not in not a good way. So yeah, really upset about that. I'm upset about Marvel, and now I'm upset with DC. Both companies are making some really dumb decisions. So if I don't like what they're doing, I'm gonna drop a couple of series as well. Honestly, the new Marvel Universe has nothing that I'm interested in, especially during Secret Wars. The only miniseries I'm interested in getting is that Age of Ultron and versus Marvel Zombies. They already announced a monthly Marvel Zombies. They already announced a series with the 90s X-Men cartoon. They just announced a Age of Apocalypse one, but none of that is interesting to me. Um, so I don't know what's going to happen with me in the Marvel Universe. The only one that seems to be consistent is Spider-Man. That's the only one that they're not going to touch. I'm actually looking forward to a miniseries that they're going to do that continues what might have happened with if the marriage was still in effect. Mary Jane is still married to Peter Parker, and they have a daughter, which I guess is May Parker. And that I'm interested in. That I'm going to pick up because I'm a big fan of the Spider-Man marriage, just like I'm a big fan of the Superman marriage. So that I'm looking forward to. But other than that, there's really nothing. They haven't announced anything with Wolverine, except Old Man Logan, which that's another series that looks interesting. But honestly, nothing in Marvel's future, honestly, I'm looking forward to. Same with DC. Swamp Thing is canceled. They're going to put Batman in that ridiculous bat suit. I don't know. I'm really worried about my comic book series. But, like I said, we'll see. I'll give them a chance, and if they suck, I'll guess I'll go independent or something. But like always, I like to recommend the standout stories of the haul. Swamp Thing 40, definitely recommend. I'm always recommending this series. And it's a damn shame that now that it's gone. But if you have a chance to read either in trade or get the individual issues, definitely give Swamp Thing a chance. Amazing, amazing series. A real shame to see it go. And the other one, Darth Vader. Loving Darth Vader and Star Wars, but I like Darth Vader a little better. Great series as well. You could still get it. It hasn't gone up in price too much. It's still you would still be able to get it. And if not, they're definitely going to do a second print. And the last one I'm going to recommend, obviously, is Batman. I'm so loving this Joker story, and I'm interested to see how it ends. But that's the comic book haul and my thoughts on Marvel and DC's upcoming plans. Like always, if you can leave a comment, suggestion, or what have you, I'd greatly appreciate it. But until I see you all again, this is Vargas XX78, thanking you and signing out.